Hey, welcome back to the channel. Sam here. Today we are rebuilding the carburetors on my 94 Kawasaki Vulcan that we tore down in the last video. Jumping right into it, I'm installing the needle jets using an 8mm wrench. Slightly pre-attached and then snugging down the main jet on top with a flat screwdriver. I'm going to take care to do this with both sides. It's not in the video. I did already drop the pilot or idle jets into these cavities, and I'm just now using the flat screwdriver to snug those into place. Next, we'll flip the carburetor upside down and replace the diaphragm, slide, needles, springs. Placing the cover, be sure that spring slots inside of the notch in the center of the cover. I'm going to go ahead and do this for the second side and get everything tightened up. Quick little test to make sure everything moves right, and we'll move on to the floats. Alright, so let's talk about setting float heights. And I didn't include putting the floats in here, but what I did include is making up this little jig. So I've seen some jigs for sale, and I've decided it's easy enough to just make my own out of some cardboard. So I looked inside my trusty service manual to get the height for my floats, which came to be 17mm, well, give or take. Just cut a piece of cardboard to be able to eyeball these at a glance to see if I'm in the ballpark and make sure that there's nothing major wrong with these carbs or leaks, so on and so forth. Trick here of holding the carbs right where you're putting some pressure on the float valve, and using the jig to just touch the jig to the tallest part of the float. So you see me kind of struggle to do that here. A bit easier with a vise or something else, but I think it's good enough for government work. So to adjust, you'll use a little screwdriver or a pick and move the tab for the float up or down. These look pretty good, so it's time to begin reinstalling our float bowls and think about putting these on the bike. Gasket's going to go on first. Gasket, 4 screws. Always lovely to get some good coffee when you're working on a project. So it has been a while since I removed these carbs, and sometimes I forget which slot my push and pull cables are supposed to screw into, and sometimes this can take me a lot of time and trial and error to figure out. The other one, chicken bang bang. The other one goes here. So, okay. The other one goes here. And then after not much time at all, I'm ready to gently install the carbs between the engine and the airbox. Willing disregard for this airbox. The easiest way to reinstall these carbs is by pressing the airbox carb boots into the airbox using a screwdriver or like something similar. The issue with my bike is these carb boots are so old and rigid. They're more like a weird plastic. So while this carb's never really been easy to install or remove, today is sort of a special challenge. And I think maybe a future video idea, we can look at eliminating this airbox in favor of some pod filters. I've seen some forum info on that conversion, but nothing on video. So let me know if that's something you would like to see, and maybe we'll tackle it. Outside of swapping on pod filters, another aggravation is this little air recirculation hose. So I'll do my best to just keep it routed between the carb bodies during this reinstall. A screwdriver and a willing partner make this a whole lot easier. I've got two little steps to do. First, we need to replace this old battery with a new one I purchased at AutoZone. The second thing I've got to do is put a tank on it so we can hook some gas to the carbs and see if they will fire up. Just going to give a quick clean to the battery compartment under the seat here. This is my first time trying this particular brand, lithium battery at all on this motorcycle. So I'll keep you posted on the longevity and how it lasts over the years. Now that everything's wired up and there's some gas in the tank, let's see if she'll fire up. So I do notice as soon as I turn this petcock, gas starts dribbling from the bike. So hey, a little bit bittersweet. The bike runs, but I've got to rip these carbs back off and figure out why they're leaking. Thanks for watching.